Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of First Gen Talks. And today we only have audio only, courtesy to our guest, Sophie Clement. Am I saying that right?
Yeah,
Kind of.
kind of.
Can you please introduce yourself to the people who may not know you?
Um, my name's Sophie Clement. I'm 21 years old. I just graduated with a bachelor's in science and computer information systems, and yeah.
Yeah. So it's okay. Don't be nervous. It's all right. Yeah. So are you? Quick question. How? I have a year left. How does it feel to graduate? Like I know it's kind of like a dumb kind of question, but like does it feel good? Does it feel like, oh
Um,
man, I'm going into the real world?
I'd say I mean, personally, I feel like I've as soon as I left high school, I've always been in the real world already.
Mm.
Trying to do what I have to do, and I guess before I graduated, my goal was to I had a couple of goals get like a job, a
Yeah.
stable job and stuff.
Yeah.
And I kind of didn't reach that goal. So once I graduated, it was like I'm excited. I'm proud of myself, but at the same time, I know I still have a long way to go. So, it's like you still have a lot of work to do, and I'm gonna miss U of H as well. So yeah.
So, I know you didn't say in introduction, but you are first generation, right?
Yes, I'm first
Yeah.
generation.
So, was it? You said you didn't accomplish your goals. Would you say that's outside factors that stop that goal?
I'd say it's because of factors that
You can't
that hindered
control.
that I can't
Yeah.
control.
Okay. And do you mind going into that, or is that
Sure, I could go into it. So
as much as you're comfortable going into it?
basically, it's I'm gonna say
Oh, it's fine. Go.
I would say it's like some just legal factors that I can't
Yeah.
control, right? Um, I'm gonna leave it at that. Basically, um, also I could also do things. I mean, I could also do things like freelancing and things like
Yeah.
that. But I guess uh because more of my goal was to work for a company like Sony, Sony PlayStation and stuff, because I like video games, or
Yeah.
perhaps Google because I really like to program. So basically, my goal was to work for a company, and that just hasn't happened because of because I don't have the legal paperwork and stuff
Right.
like that. So that's why.
Asking a question about your degree. I'm not too familiar with it. Could you explain like what you do and like what you said you want to work at Sony? Like, how does that correlate?
So basically, my degree is computer information systems.
Oh, okay.
And the best way I can explain it is that, in a simple way, it's like computer science and business had a baby, you know?
Mm.
And I really like it because it explores um, programming and helping people at the same time. Like, what I really learned in my degree is how to figure out people's problems and then turn it into a technical solution, right? Because I know on one project, I remember we were working for a client. It was like a small business. They were like a French bakery, and our job was to create a website for them. And sometimes when you're working with people, they'll introduce like a problem, and they themselves don't even really know how to describe the problem. So what you have to do is, as the programmer, the developer, the manager, you
Yeah.
have to try to put everything together, and then you put something together, you show it to them, hey, is this okay, blah blah blah, figure it out. And just all it just all comes together, be it's just basically a system, a network of systems between people and computers, with and how to use information to the best of your ability to create solutions for people.
What would you say attracted you to that degree? Was it the people part, the computer part, a little bit of both?
No, not the people.
Oh, okay.
Well, um, so, basically, what attracted me. So, first of all, when I came to U of H, I knew immediately I wanted to do computer science,
Mm.
because not specifically computer science. I just knew I wanted to pursue a degree with programming, and the only degree that anybody knows when you think of programming is computer science. So I'm
Right.
thinking that's what I got to do. But the problem was that when I got to U of H, they said that everything else was fine, but my GPA was um not high enough.
What was it, if you don't mind me asking?
Um so at the time, like it was a pretty like strict rule. I think I'm getting the numbers wrong. Just but like okay, so what I remember is you when you're graduating from high school, you have to graduate with like a 3.7 or something
Okay.
if you want to do computer science at U of H, and I graduated with like a 3.5.
Oh man.
Yeah, so they were like I can't do computer science, so they put me in my third choice computer information systems instead, um and that's how I ended up there. And you know what, I ended up liking the degree way better anyways. I think it's more suitable for me, and it has programming in it, so it still
Yeah.
like matches what I'm trying to do.
And since you graduated, what are you gonna do? You're gonna do grad school, or are you gonna pursue like freelance jobs?
um
Um,
Currently I'll pursue freelance jobs,
yeah.
and I am interested in like a master's degree in
Mm.
cybersecurity as well.
Mm. That's good. Uh, so I know you don't want to get into it, but uh, what's through your hardships that you really can't say legally? I might edit that out. What has motivated you, or like what has kept pushing you forward to continue school? Because I know like a lot of um like the stats. I don't know the stats specifically, but I do know the main point that like a lot of students like they not flunk out, but they drop out after the first semester of like their college year.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, so like
Um,
was it your mom or like your
so
family?
it was a combination of a lot of things, right? So my freshman year, I remember before I came to U of H, I won a scholarship.
Mm.
Um, yes, I won a scholarship. It's called the Future Leaders Development
Yeah,
Scholarship.
can you explain more about that? Like you're just dropping this now, like you
Sorry.
know- yeah. So yeah, can you explain a little bit about that one?
It's so basically like I was a high school senior and I was freaking out, and then one of my advisors, I don't remember her name, but she was Hispanic, and she emailed us my school email from back then, a long
Yeah.
time ago. She emailed us this scholarship called Future Leaders Development Scholarship, and the people that organized the scholarship is the Hispanic Business Student Association at
Mm.
U of H. And the people that organized it, they're not still here at U of H, but
Yeah.
that's the organization they were a part of. And I know a lot of people ask this, and no, I'm not Hispanic. So, cause they always ask like, how did you get this and you're not Hispanic? Because you don't have to be Hispanic, you know. So that's because at first I wasn't gonna do it because if I'm not Hispanic, I don't want to like
Yeah.
take it from someone else. But you don't have to be. So I applied, and I won like $2,000.
Okay.
I got second place for my essay that I wrote. And so I used that money to pay for my first year, and my mom helped me pay for the first year cuz I was freaking out and I was crying because I didn't have any money for college. I didn't
Yeah.
know how I was going to pay for college. And then on top of that, I was also crying because my goal wasn't to just go to college. My goal was to like um pay have so much money for college, win so many scholarships to the point that like I don't even have to graduate with debt, because I don't want to take out student loans because I don't
Yeah.
know if I'm confident enough to pay it back
Right.
in the future. Um so yeah, so I won that scholarship for my freshman year. Then my freshman year as well, I applied for a full tuition scholarship called the Dream US.
Yeah.
And well, I didn't win.
Oh, you didn't win?
I didn't win.
Wait, you have the Dream US though, right?
I have it now.
Oh, okay.
But I
That's all
didn't
that
win.
matters.
Yeah, I didn't win my freshman year because the thing is, my essays were pretty bad.
Really?
Yeah,
Hmm.
which is why I was so surprised when I won the Future Leader Development scholarship, because like that was like a 1,000 word essay, and was never really good at with words and writing and
Yeah.
stuff.
Hmm.
So the Dream US, so I was bad at writing, and
Yeah.
then I went to the writing center online, and there was this one girl that was just really nice and sweet, and she helped me revise over my essays, and before you know it, I I was getting like A pluses in all my writing classes, and then I applied for the Dream US scholarship again, and then I won it my sophomore year. So it was the Dream US scholarship that really like helped me um be financially confident, and knowing that, you know, I don't that because I always knew my freshman year, if I ever drop out of school, it's not because I don't want to do this. It's
Right.
because it's always going to be because of money.
Financial.
Yeah, money has always been a
Yeah.
problem, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just happy that for these 4 years, for once, money just wasn't a problem, and I could really have the freedom to, you know, spread my wings.
To focus on studies.
Yeah, focus on my studies.
Yeah.
So it was Dream US, and Dream US wasn't just a scholarship. It was also the community that came with it. You know, the online community, the the advisor, you know, Dr. Jones.
Yeah.
It was also Dr. Jones, and then like through Dr. Jones, that's how I met Center for Student Empowerment.
Yeah.
Like I just kind of came in one day, and then like Mr. Grady just started talking to me.
Yeah, that was one of
Yeah.
my questions. How did you get involved with CSC?
Yeah, like Mr. Grady, like that's how I got involved with CSC, because Dr. Jones works there. So if she never worked there, I would have never
Yeah.
like went there, right?
Yeah.
Then before you know it, Mr. Grady never like introduced himself to me. He just started talking. Maybe,
That sounds like Mr. Grady.
Yeah, like he's always known me, and then, you know, before you know it, like I just kind of just knew everybody.
Yeah.
Like even before you got there, everybody
Yeah.
just kind of like sort of knew me, and
Yeah.
it was just this little community that I was just a part of, and I was always like volunteering for them for the free food, and yeah, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And so
That's
yeah,
funny.
these 4 years, it was about community. I found community through volunteering. I found help through basically helping other people out. When I was at the lowest points, like lowest points in my life,
Yeah.
I went to go volunteer, and you know, you would have never known that I was going through something because I'm smiling in people's faces and volunteering and whatnot.
Yeah.
And it was also like the Challenger program and Miss Floyd that helped me, and just a whole bunch of more people that I haven't mentioned, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you want to mention them?
Oh yeah,
Go right ahead. Yeah.
like you know, shout out to Miss Wiltz, Monique Wiltz, and
What does she do?
Miss Wiltz. She used to be an academic advisor for my major, but then she moved on to be like an advisor for like I don't really remember, but an advisor for like new freshmen coming in.
Okay.
Then she left U of H to go pursue another role somewhere else.
Okay. How did she help you?
Basically, like she was just like a mentor.
Okay.
Not just her, but also other people like Andreas Acosta and Sheldon Neal. Those were also people that used to be my academic advisors, and then they went on to do something else. Like I just really appreciated like people just helping me out.
Yeah.
When I really needed it, when I really just needed somebody like to talk to, because you know, when you become an adult, people are looking at you like you're an adult.
Yeah.
You gotta do this all by yourself.
Right.
And if you cry, you're like a big baby and stuff. But like, you know, sometimes like I mean, I'm not gonna cry. Like I'm not gonna cry, but
I mean, if you have to let it out, you know.
yeah, like you
Let it out.
you gotta let it out. Just let somebody like let you talk without making it seem like you're being over dramatic. Even if I am being over dramatic, somebody needs to hear the pain in my voice. You know, like I don't know. So I just really appreciated them listening.
Yeah, so don't bottle it up. What I'm hearing. That's good advice. And actually, you hit on a question that I was gonna ask. So advisors. So you explained that. Well, they were your actual advisors, your mentors, or your actual advisors. Did you have any other mentors, or was your main mentors
so
that helped you through college?
Okay, so this is like there's like a chain of like people, right?
Yeah.
So through like this event, that's how I met Mr. Acosta and Miss Wiltz.
What event?
It was this event about it was a workshop event.
Okay.
And basically it explores more about the different degrees in the College of Technology.
Mm.
It used to be the College of Technology and until it became a division under the Colon College of Engineering.
Mm.
So just different workshops that explores different degrees. I went to the workshop that talked about my degree along with other
Okay.
degrees, and basically like so I'm really like I guess introverted,
Yeah.
and I'm not
Hmm.
going there to talk to people. I only went there because they said there was gonna be free pizza.
Okay.
So I want free pizza. So I went there, I got some pizza, and then it was kind of interesting. Like I remember Miss Wiltz asking me, "Oh, like what's your major?" I said CIS, right?
Mm-hmm.
Acronym. And then I explained how I wanted to transfer to computer science because in my mind I'm thinking programming. I don't know what CIS is about. I know what computer science is about. I
This
know
was freshman year?
this is my freshman
Okay.
year. Right, this is my freshman year.
Was that
So
2022?
2021?
2021? Okay.
Yeah. So um then while I was eating the pizza and I'm in my own little world and I'm
Yeah.
happy, she says, "I'm not sure why. I want to know why you want to transfer over to computer science though." But I didn't know she was talking to me. It wasn't until Mr. Acosta looked at me and then
Okay.
I realized, oh, she was talking to me. I thought she was talking to him or something, like
Yeah.
cuz like I'm introverted, I'm in my own little
Mm-hmm.
world, I'm eating my pizza. And so yeah. And but it was from those days forward that we just talked a lot and we had multiple conversations, and then from then fast forward, um I have to get my first W
Mm.
because what happened was my second semester of my freshman year, I was trying to transfer over to computer science, and in order to do that I had to take calculus and introduction to programming, which is basically Python 101 at the same
Mm.
time. And I was taking it with this teacher something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Like it was just the class was just hard for no reason.
Mm.
It was just hard for no reason to say the least. And um yeah, so I had to drop that class, get a W. That was my first time getting a W and I was crying and I was stressed out, and I just like as an adult you have all these other responsibilities on top of school. Like you
Mm.
can't just do school. You have to work
Oh,
too,
you were
take
working while
care.
you were doing this?
Yeah.
Where were you working?
I was working at a supermarket.
Oh, the one you told me about off camera? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Um and that's when I used to work 4 days a week
Mm. Okay.
and go to school at the same time. So
Wait, what was the schedule looking like?
like if I remember precisely, I know like hold on, let me remember.
It's
It
fine.
was like okay, so it was like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then one of those days somewhere in there, like I had to okay, no, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was working,
Mm.
then the other days school. So okay, so 3 days working. Yeah.
And those are like 8-hour shifts? Or how long were they?
9
Like,
to 5.
so 8 hours. Dang,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and then so I was just crying,
Yeah.
and then Mr. Acosta, that's when he introduced me to someone else who would later be my mentor as well. He said, maybe you should try going to the Challenger program.
Mm.
And at first I knew what it was, but I never gave it a chance because this was when I didn't know I was a first generation student
Mm.
as well. So but I gave it a chance anyway.
Okay. So, like, how was that? What do you mean you gave it a chance? Like, you just decided to
Like
show up, or?
like basically how it works is that I just found out, like, I asked him, okay, like where is it? And it's in the that building, student
Student
service.
Service Center?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
over there.
yeah.
It's right
Yeah,
next
the
to
CSC,
okay.
yeah.
Right, yeah. And then I went over there. I met with Miss Floyd because the thing is when you fill
Mm.
out the application, you'll get like an interview with her.
Really?
Yeah, but it's not nothing too it's
Oh,
not nothing
okay.
too formal. She just wants to get to know you.
Oh,
Know who
okay.
you are, you know.
Okay.
And yeah, like I walked in there, I was pretty introverted and stuff as
Yeah.
always. And but she was just so sweet, and
Mhm.
she was calm and she was nice, and she's willing to help anybody in need. She's helped me a lot throughout these years. I've helped Challenger program a lot throughout these years anytime that I could. And and yeah, and then through Miss Floyd, because I kept having problems with managing my stress and school and time and
Yeah.
whatever. Through Miss Floyd, I met Dr. Heidel, who she works in the basically like for launch.
Mm.
Yeah, she works over there. And through Dr. Heidel, she helped me like plan get better academic planning skills and
Okay.
stuff. And is there anybody else? Oh yeah, Dr. Jones and then
Yeah.
everybody else at CSC. Those are my mentors as well. And I say I also had like somebody else who was supposed to be my mentor, but we never really he never really got the chance to give me like, mentor like advice, if that makes sense.
Why is that?
Because like he just never like had time because he
Hmm.
was like because he has to work too and stuff like that, and he was busy dealing with his own personal stuff. I'm not gonna put his business out there like that, but his own personal stuff.
Please don't.
I won't. But yeah, but the reason why I'm bringing him up is because he was also really sweet and nice, and yeah, and I saw him like as a friend,
Yeah.
so that's why. But yeah, like basically like all these years, it was just the community and the different people that I could run to and cry to, and I know they won't look at me weird,
Yeah.
so not cry, but
Yeah.
like sometimes you just your
Yeah.
voice starts to choke up,
Yeah.
like you can't help it. Yes.
Yeah, so being first generation, did your parents go to college?
They did.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
But it was not in the States, right?
Like my father went to college like outside of America, and then my mom has an associate's degree in America, but according to I guess American society that doesn't count. So that's what makes me first generation. I didn't see that's like I didn't know that. Yeah.
So what advice did they give you, if any? Not just career wise, but like, just in general.
Who?
Your parents, like your mom, dad. Yeah.
Like advice?
Yeah, like what did they tell you because you were going through these things? Because I imagine that they supported you some way, emotionally, or
my
no?
mom. So recently, my mom told me that she was scared because she didn't know what to do either, which is crazy because she was the one telling me, okay, because here's my plan, right? Before U of H, my plan was, because we ain't got no money, let me just go to like a community college first, like, and then we can go to U of H. I mean, not U of H, but I was thinking about
Public.
Texas A&M.
Oh, okay.
Because they were doing this engineering program thing. You go to community college for 2 years, then go to university for 2 years, like save some money at community college, and then by the time you get to university, maybe you'll have enough money to, saved up to pay for those last 2 years. But my mom didn't want me to do that. She wanted me to go immediately to a university, knowing we ain't got no money.
Why is that?
Because it's because my mom also went to community college.
Okay.
And she has she just has the experience. She knows that when you go to community college, like you get, to her, in her opinion, you get tired. And
in community college?
Yeah. Like you get tired. You get tired of college in general. And when you get tired, it's hard to keep that momentum going, to keep that dedication, that perseverance going. And you're just like, you know what? Let me just graduate from community college and call it a day. And you know what? Maybe she had a point, because I have a friend who I won't mention who
catching strays.
No.
I understand though. No, it makes sense though.
Like I was like, you know what, Mom? I mean, okay, but then when because at the time I didn't see it, but now I see it because I have a friend who we were supposed to go to University of Houston together, and she ended up going to community college instead, and she told me she was going to transfer, and then she ended up staying there, and I'm very proud of her. I'm very proud of her for persevering and stuff. But I see what my mom was saying, because you don't know how life is, where life is going to take you and stuff. So she wanted me to go straight to a 4-year college. It didn't have to be U of H, just a 4-year college, just to so that once you're there, like you can just stay there, and it's easier to be in the mindset, okay, I'm already here. How am I gonna make it through here? Than to be like, I'm here and I want to go there, but then you got to
Yeah.
do this, this, that, and all this
What did
other
she end up
stuff.
doing, if you don't mind me asking?
My friend,
Yeah, yeah.
my friend, she graduated from the with associate's degree,
Okay.
and she's going to go to a 4-year university now.
Oh, I mean, it kind of worked out still.
Yeah, it still worked out.
I
Yeah,
mean, even if she's, I guess, older, still like part of the like everyone's path is different.
yeah. Everyone's path is different.
Oh, okay,
I'm
so
happy for her. It still
okay,
worked out.
yeah,
Yeah, she's
that's
okay.
good. I thought she's just like,
Yeah, you
yeah,
just don't. It still worked out for her, but I
yeah,
know that for some people they might be like, you know what, college is just not for me,
right,
and you never know what could have happened if you had the chance to like go somewhere else or do something else. That's why I'm so grateful for the Dream US scholarship, because I don't know how things would have worked out if it wasn't for that scholarship.
yeah.
So that
That
too.
that's good. Yeah, I don't think about it too much because you're gonna start just staying up late at night,
Yeah.
thinking about what could have been. So yeah, what advice would you give to students in a similar situation as you?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think there's any advice that I could give to somebody, because my situation is just so peculiar and unique.
Yeah,
So it's not, if you're in the exact same situation as me.
well,
I
not the
don't know.
exact same, but like a similar, like financially strained situation.
Okay.
But surely you have something to say. I mean, just not on the technicalities, but I'm talking about the way you navigated the situation
So
emotionally. No, because it truly, like, I mean, you could just up and quit. Some people just up and
yeah.
quit, which is, hey, I mean, that's just some people. But you persevered and you graduated, like,
Yeah.
so you obviously have something to say.
So what I could say? I could say, A Day Without Laughter is a Day Wasted by Charlie Chaplin.
Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that ain't my words. Listen. what I really want to say is, first of all, make sure you have a stern goal in mind, and know why you're going to college,
Yeah.
because what's gonna happen is, like, you're not gonna want to persevere, because you're gonna feel like you're not working towards anything.
Right.
You don't, and that's what I don't like. I don't like being caught like in a loop, because then I'm gonna try to find any way to like get out, and I'm not going to continue doing that thing. But I knew that I wanted to continue doing college because I know that there's an end goal at the end, and I know that I wanted to, be successful, not just financially, but also in my grades and stuff like that. So I would say that if you, I really don't know. Like, I would say you gotta find, and you gotta find a good school too. Don't just pick any school. Make sure you really research that school. I researched U of H before I came here, and I mean, for like Dr. Jones and the Dream US, I didn't know that was happening here.
Oh, okay.
But that was something that just kind of happened. But you gotta, cause I'm very introverted, so that's why I understand why it could be hard. But you gotta like just try to like find your people and find your community. College is a lot more easier when you have a community. It's a lot more easier for me to like navigate and stuff like that. Like, I know for a fact there's no way I could have like passed my classes and stuff if I didn't have somebody helping me. There's no way I could have passed my classes if I didn't wake up early to take the metro for 2 hours.
Oh God.
to get to, because I have to plan that out. Like, wake up early, get on that metro, ride for 2 hours, come to school to go to tutoring launch for like something like calculus or something like I remember when I used to take like something like economics, then go to class, then you got to get back on that bus. By the time you get home, it's like you're already tired, but you have to find some way to study.
Yeah.
And and just like find a community, find advisors, seek out mentors so that they can help you, because there's not much that you can do on your own. If you can do it on your own, then great. I'm happy for you, but I feel like you can't really learn much on your own as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also finding a community and finding good people is how you make good memories
Yeah.
as well. So I'd say that.
So you'd say have your set goal and have a good community behind you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, I have two questions now. Two in one, actually. So you keep saying that you're introverted. Would you say that you've progressed in your introversion? Is that even a thing? A word, introvert? In your introvertedness from freshman year to now, or do you think it got worse? I've seen you. I could have sworn like I thought you were outgoing. I'm not gonna lie. From the times I seen you, you'd be. But I guess you were around your friends, so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, like because the thing is like I just like being to myself.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I've changed as a person. It's just the thing about me is that I gotta see like how your energy is
Yeah.
before I start acting any other way
Mm-hmm.
around you. That's why you see that I'm so comfortable in Center for Student Empowerment or
Mm.
Challenger program because like I don't know like who you are yet.
Yeah.
And even for CSC, like I only went there for Doctor. I used to only go there for Dr. Jones. I didn't go there for
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
gonna edit
No,
out?
that's fine. That's fine. Not. I mean, that's how it starts off sometimes with a lot of students,
Yeah, like I
especially
can't.
with the
You
Dream.us.
know, I'm not outgoing with everybody. I have
Yeah.
to see your energy, what your energy is like first.
Yeah.
And if I see that your energy like we don't like I can't be comfortable around you, or I feel like if I do something weird, you're gonna look at me weird. Then
Yeah.
then I'm not gonna hang around you, or I might like it might seem like I'm putting up a wall.
Yeah.
So that's why. But I don't think it got worse or got better.
You
It's
think you just
just
stayed the same?
that's just me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess. But I would say that you still took a chance going to these different mentors and programs and stuff.
Yeah, I had to because I didn't want to fail.
I guess so. So I guess the failure pushed you
Yeah,
to it.
failure is not an option. I have a family to take care of and stuff. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I have another question. So having. Okay. How do I word this?
If you're about to ask me, do I have kids? No.
Oh no, I was gonna ask you that. No, I'm saying like, what do you mean by taking care of your family?
Cause like from a young age, I guess I've always been a hustler. Like
Okay.
I've always like been doing things like to help my mom pay things every now and then. Like it's just always been that way, and even now so a couple things happened in my family. Like there was a point where like I didn't have to worry about things like rent, but I was in charge of like food. I'm still in charge of food and things like that. But then something happened and now I'm in charge of rent, food, utilities, and my sisters
Okay.
and my cousin. Well, my sister and my cousin is in charge of other things, and like basically, I have a role to play in my family, and
Yeah.
they're dependent on me. So, like it's not getting through this degree. It's also like just showing them like, hey, I care about you, and I'm doing this not just
Yeah.
for me, but one day for you guys as well. Like
Yeah.
I gotta push through for the people, because if I don't make it, none of us are gonna make it.
Oh, God.
We're
The
all gonna be
pressure-
living under
the pr-
Highway 6.
The pressure, the
Like,
pressure's real.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man.
like nah. I feel
That's
like
crazy.
Hercules pushing a boulder up the
Sisyphus.
hill, or like Sisyphus. Oh, Sisyphus.
Sisyphus.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, that's crazy. Nah, that's crazy. Under the highway. That's funny. I didn't know you had siblings.
Yeah.
Did they go to UH as well, or what like?
The older one graduated from Sam Houston State University. The younger one is in high school.
The older one, what did she graduate in?
Public health.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I also wanted to add in
Yeah.
that after I won the Dream U.S. scholarship, my other goal was to also, because remember I was crying because like I couldn't live on.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
Yeah.
Why you
No, just
laughing?
the way you say like I was crying. Yeah, no, I understand.
Come on, I've been broke so many. Okay, so like basically, so my goal was to live on campus, right? And then I got like a bunch of refunds. So I used that money to like live on campus. And then I finally
This was
got
freshman
a.
year
This was
or
junior
oh
year
junior year?
because I used the refund from sophomore plus junior, whatever, to like
Yeah.
live on campus. And I finally did that. Then then to keep paying for school and to keep paying for other things, because you know when you get that refund, you don't have to use it for school.
Right.
You can go buy like
Whatever. Right.
yeah, a Benz or something. But I mean, I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Okay.
Okay. Um, Dr. Jones might be listening. You know, I don't want her to. So, yeah. And then on top of that, I kept working hard for like to earn more scholarships, like to make sure that I I could still like financially like afford things.
Yeah.
And then eventually, like, I haven't really told a lot of people this, but I won 7 scholarships throughout these 4 years. Yeah. So
Yeah. I'm a commuter, so how is living on campus? And where did you stay? Where do you stay?
okay, so I used to stay in the quad townhouse.
Okay. I was good. I don't know.
Um so I lived with how many people? So it's 8 people. Okay, so I lived with 17 women.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I told you this.
Did you have your own room?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just like one
Bro,
big room or something.
nah. We have a kitchen,
Okay.
a place to clean our clothes, 2 bathrooms on each floor, because there's 8 women on first floor, 8 women second floor. Wait, 8 women on third floor, 8 women second floor. Then on this last floor, there's 2 women.
Okay.
So that's why, if you do the math, that's like 18, right?
Yeah, 18.
Yeah. So yeah, I used to live in the quad townhouse because, I mean, I wanted to live like in the lofts, but that's like super expensive and stuff like that. And I wanted to live somewhere that didn't require a meal plan. So I lived in the quad townhouse, yeah, and it was pretty nice because, you know, the people that I lived with, were all in STEM. They're very mature, like responsible women. We're just people trying to do what we gotta do. They all have interesting stories and interesting personalities, so it was nice. Yeah.
Okay.
It could have easily been bad because, you know, I don't like people, and people can be, you know, I thought it was gonna be crazy for a second. I was nervous, but you know, it was nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So you mentioned earlier that you researched University of Houston before getting a scholarship, and you liked it. What was like the main things that you liked about UH?
So I remember, this is gonna sound very nerdy, but I remember I was in the math club when I was in high school, and we took a field trip to University of Houston because we were here for the mathematics contest or something like that. And I just really like math, and it just, you know, it just gave me goosebumps. You know, I researched like, because I was also interested. I was just interested in a lot of things. I was interested in athletics, and I know U of H has a pretty good basketball team, and all, you know, on the side, you know,
You're pretty
you know,
good?
I mean, I have a nice layup, you know.
Oh, okay.
You know, I can do for a couple free throws here and there, you know.
Okay.
You know. Yeah. So, and then, you know, I was interested in athletics. I was interested in music. You know, I was interested in like orchestra because that's what I did in high school. I know U of H is like known for, like they're known for like computer science, and they also like known for like a bunch of other things and research. Like that's what I researched back then. It could have changed by now because you know 4 years has passed. So just a lot of good things that I heard from U of H. Plus it's close, and my mom helped me research it too, and she was like, "Hey, I can help you pay for the first year of your college," and this was before like I won my scholarship, the very first scholarship, and you know we had already made that plan, and on top of that I have to take the public transportation, right?
Yeah.
So to be honest, and then when it comes to that public transportation, it was either go to U of H or go to TSU, because all these other colleges, like,
They're too far.
They're way too far.
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta. Like, imagine you gotta hop on a bus and go somewhere, and like 2 hours is already a lot. Imagine going to all these other places just to take an exam. Like I don't know, like hopping on a bus just to go take an exam on campus, and then you gotta hop on the bus and get back home. By the time you get back home, it's already night. You're not even in the mood to like
Do
cook
anything?
yourself. Yeah, cook
Yeah.
yourself something to eat. You just want to go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, it was just a lot. But
So I've actually like never ridden the metro. I think I've ridden like once when I was like 12.
oh,
How's that? How's that? Is
bro, it's terrible.
it's terrible?
Like some people might tell you it's not that bad, but in my personal opinion, like it's just terrible. And I've had different experiences. Like I've had the experience of taking the metro to work, then take the metro from work to go to U of H,
Yeah.
then go all the way back home. Sometimes you gotta take you. Now I take one bus to get to U of H, but I used to take like 3 buses, like and 2 buses, and it's just a lot. Like
What would you say is like the most like in PG-13 terms? What is like the most like crazy story that, or not crazy, like memory from the taking the metro, like the wildest like thing that happened,
I can say a lot. Like I
or a
remember,
memorable one, I guess.
um a lot has happened. Like I remember one time I got on the bus,
Mhm.
and remember I always get on the bus like I have to plan it in a certain way. So
Yeah.
if my class starts at 11 a.m., I have to make sure I'm at U of H by 10 a.m. because sometimes crazy things happen and it stops up the bus and it just ruins everything. So, cuz thank God nothing terrible ever happened like on an exam day,
Mm.
but I remember one time I was late for class because um well, let's just say like I was on the bus, I was studying, I was working on my calculus homework.
Yeah.
Somebody got off the bus and then they were walking and a car was coming and
You got hit?
they got hit.
What?
Yeah.
What?
And
That's
then
crazy. I don't even want to know. That's crazy.
ambulance came and
What? It stopped the whole thing.
it stopped the whole thing. Like cuz the metro operator operator cannot just
Yeah.
keep going. Like he has to like call and do all this stuff. Or there was this other time like some guy was just verbally harassing a woman and the metro operator didn't do anything.
Mm.
Like nothing. Like they were going back at it. It was like watching a drama TV show. They were arguing back and forth and it was happening the whole time. And you need to understand, like this is like a 1 hour, 2 hour ride. And I'm listening to these people argue. Like they have real beef. And I'm sitting there crying because my code doesn't work and I can't focus.
So they were just arguing for 2 hours?
Like they were just okay, so
What? That just sounds like crazy. I don't
like
know.
the woman was
crazy.
sitting there minding her business. The
Huh?
dude comes on and he sees her. All of a sudden they just start arguing like two people that have had like drama for
Forever?
centuries.
Yeah. What?
Like I don't know how it happened, but they were just, and coincidentally enough, they had to be getting off at my stop, which is U of H, and they just had to. That's when all of now they want to stop arguing. Now that's when the drama stops. Why couldn't it have stopped like 500 stops ago when I'm over here trying to code and stuff, and then there's just people bothering me, and then there's people on the bus, they're smoking.
I mean,
like-
yeah. Yeah.
And you're not supposed to do that, but the metro operators, like, they don't care. They
Yeah.
don't say anything. They see it and then they just don't say anything.
Yeah.
There was literally a time a guy was smoking in the back, and I went up to the metro operator and I said, "Hey, like, there's somebody smoking in the back," and he's like, "Well, I don't smell it." Of course you can't smell it. You're at the front. What are you like?
Yeah.
Nah, it's
yeah.
just nah, like
Yeah.
no. I should have been a bird.
A bird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need, because I can't do this. Like, it's just too much. But yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to
Yeah.
study, you're trying to do what you got to do, and that was the real problem that I kept running into, because I'm sitting on the bus and I'm not comfortable enough to sit in one place and study.
Yeah.
I like throughout high school I could study no problem, but it was when I started to take the bus, I'm like, I'd rather just do this at home. But then by the time I get home, I'm too tired.
Yeah.
Right? And that's where the problem started coming in, because I didn't have enough time to study. And when I was trying to get advice from like someone like Dr. Heidel, she's like, try studying on the bus. And I tried doing my work, but I just, like, I can't code in these conditions.
Yeah.
There's people smoking blueberry flavored vape in the back, and I can't do this right now. Like,
That's funny.
there's people fighting. Somebody has a loud dog on here. Somebody's listening to music. Like, no,
That's
ghetto.
actually like
It's
what?
just, it's so ghetto.
It's okay though. You made it. You persevered. You just gotta.
Oh my gosh.
No, truly though. Like it's. I mean, it sounds like it's been a ride.
Yeah.
But looking back at it, do you appreciate it or?
I don't appreciate the metro.
No, but I'm just saying like.
Oh.
Okay. Now, obviously not the metro, but I'm just saying like the journey.
I appreciate. I know for sure that if it wasn't for U of H, I couldn't get my scholarship because U of H is a partner college for
Yeah.
the scholarship. I know that if it wasn't for U of H, I wouldn't have met like amazing people and amazing friends that I would eventually go to like Austin with. That was the first time I ever went to Austin. That was the first time I ever like went somewhere like by my not really by myself. I went with like other people,
Yeah.
but it was like the first time I did
Without
something.
your family.
Yeah, without my
Okay.
family, something a little bit out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Like if it wasn't for U of H, like there was a lot of things that U of H like gave me.
Yeah.
And I'm just and like you said, like I am grateful for that. I will remember U of H and the memories that gave me. Even the graduation ceremony was an amazing memory because I didn't want to go to graduation ceremony. At
Really?
first. Yeah.
Why?
Because okay, so look.
What? You put all this work in just not to walk the stage?
Because I thought in my head the first time I ever graduated was from Elsick High School, right?
Okay.
And when I graduated, they were so strict for no reason. And remember, I was class of 2021. So when I graduated, we were coming back from COVID. So first off, you have to wear your mask. It's mandatory, right? Because we're coming back from COVID. Then they were saying things like girls can't wear a dress above the knees. Then you can't do this. You can't do that. You can't wear your medals. You can't dress nice. You can't decorate your caps. If once you walk on the stage, walk like a normal person and get off. Do not start dancing or we're taking your diploma. Like, can you let the people breathe? We worked hard for this. If I want to jaywalk or dance on the stage, like let me. Like I mean, I don't know. Like if somebody wants to dance, let them dance. Like, but so that's why I thought graduation.
What type of high school was this? Like
it was a public high school.
Really?
High school. Yeah. And the only people that were allowed to dress in a unique fashion was the valedictorian, salutatorian, historian, the people with the fancy titles. But just because you know,
UH was gonna be like that.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be boring. That's what I had in my head. I didn't think it was gonna be bad. I just thought it was gonna be boring.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to go because I thought all graduations were like that.
No.
And turns out it wasn't like that. Oh my god, it was so much fun. You know, if you want to watch it, you can watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, Colon College of Engineering commencement. The ceremony one, because there's two of them. The second one's masters, the first one's bachelors, and it was so much fun. So I'm happy it wasn't boring and dull. So yeah, U of H offered like a lot of amazing memories. I'd also say that there's also some like U of H is also a really beautiful campus, and there's plenty of places to study. But like as an introverted person, I'm more like attracted to like the quietest place, and sometimes the quietest place is not the place that you think. Like people immediately think the library, and I'm like, no,
library is loud, man.
Yeah. Even the quiet places. I mean, yes, there's quiet places, but there's still people there.
Yeah.
I need something a little more.
What's like your go-to
closed.
spot?
So
I mean, you're leaving now. I mean, you know,
Yeah,
might as well just give away the spot.
I wanted to gatekeep the spot.
I mean, are you coming back for grad or?
I might.
Oh, okay.
But,
I mean, you have to give it away. It's fine.
I mean, they're.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like I used to. I mean, I used to study at different places. I used to study like at the College of Moore's Music School, and I don't know how to explain it, but I used to like study like somewhere at the back, like somewhere at the back. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. It's on the second floor, and it's just somewhere like at the back. And then I used to study at the College of Architecture, and you could just walk right in there. I mean, not in a class, but like in a classroom that's empty, and then sit next to the window or something, things like that. So yeah.
Yeah, should I just be studying like in the library?
Nah, I mean,
headphones on.
I could study in library, but it's not comfortable enough for me.
Yeah.
So Yeah.
All right. I think we're wrapped. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for Sophie for being here. Um, yeah. No, I think your story relates to a lot of students actually, because I think the financial burden is like a number one thing, holding students back.
Yeah.
So no, thank you
Definitely.
for your story. Yeah. This is the episode of First Gen Talks. Tune in for next week, and thank you for listening. Thank you for Sophie. Sophie, anything you want to say?
Bye.
Bye.